What up guys, TC here, as always. How are you guys doing? And welcome to something slightly different today. Today is an overview slash review of the Apple's new operating system for its handheld devices, iOS 7. So as I say, it's going to be a bit of an overview of the main points and features which come with this new update, as well as a bit of a review by myself, just having played with it for a couple of days. And now the reason why I've waited a couple of days is just because I wanted to get to know the operating system before I delved in and made any sort of rash judgments or critical analysis of the operating system. Anyway, without further ado, we shall get on. The first main thing is you'll notice is a lot prettier lock screen on this operating system than that of the iOS 6. It comes with a thing called parallax, where it sort of makes the, can you see how the screen is, or the numbers are almost floating on my background, and I think that's a really nice aesthetically pleasing touch. We're going to quickly go into the notification center, which is very much similar to what it used to be in the old one, but can be accessed now from the lock screen. So that gives you just a breakdown of your calendar, your reminders, your stocks and upcoming events. So say if you've got a weekend away going surfing and you've got a 5-hour drive, you can see what's the weather's going to be like and what is the traffic like on that day. Obviously it won't foresee the traffic, but it'll be able to give you traffic updates like that. The main important feature is the control panel, and this is here, is as you can see here in front of you, and here you can see you can switch on your airplane mode, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your do not disturb, and your lock orientation, your screen lock orientation, as well as your brightness. I won't change that because I've optimized it for the video. What you're playing on your music, as well as these little things, so you can open your clock app, your calculator, as well as your camera, and with that you can just swipe that up. You can get a nice little handy torch, which is going to be very handy for this coming winter when the nights are getting dark. As you can see, you've got your you've got your camera there, and I'll show you the new camera features. It's a bit dark because I've tried to make it so the screen stands out, but the navigation between camera modes and settings is really quite easy in this new one. As you can see, you've got your video, photograph, square and pano. Pano is panorama, obviously. If you want to just whack it onto your video, you just swipe it with your thumb and you write onto recording. Swipe it onto your photo. And the square feature is quite interesting. It shows the dominance of Instagram, really, is the fact that this is optimized for Instagram. So it's a square photograph, so you won't have any annoying framing issues when you upload your recently taken photographs. They also have filters, which again you can't really see too well, but trust me, they're there. And again, it just shows the importance which modern consumers put on editing their photographs and sharing them. Excuse me, I've got a notification. Okay, so first of all, you'll notice the whole display is changed, with their icons changed, and I think it's a really nice looking head-up display, not head-up display, but you know what I mean, a really nice interface now. With that parallax, you can almost get that 3D view of those icons. So yeah, nothing much has really changed. With your music, quickly do this. It's changed the way they sort of are viewed, so I'm just going to quickly go into my artists, and you can see them with their cover photographs or their most recently added artwork for which you have added. I'm going to go into Hoodie Allen because he's my favourite artist as of now, and you can see him there, and you can see the way it's displayed is so you've got your album very much like it was before, but you can just scroll down and it goes your leap year, All American, very good album, Feel the Love, good single, and yeah, so it's a really nice way of displaying your music. And we're just going to quickly go into this, and the way it sort of comes up on your iPod is really quite nice. Your shuffle and repeat are now down there, but I just think it's a really, again, aesthetically pleasing take on how you view your music, so that's cool. We'll also quickly go into the way, keeping on music and sounds, we'll go into the sounds settings within the general, and they have introduced a couple of new ones. We'll go with uplift because I don't want to hurt your ears, but this is the one I've chosen. Just put it near the microphone. I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, we've had enough of that. So I've just dropped the phone. So yeah, that's one. So I've got some new ringtones as well as text tones, but I've just stuck with the tritone because it's the one I personally use the most. So I was like, well, I'm not going to change it. Yeah, so we've covered our camera, our music, so we're going to go into the way that apps work. The apps are now obviously all running in the background like they used to. So a double click of the home button will bring them all up, and the way they're displayed has changed, and the way you close them and the way they react and behave within the phone whilst it's on has also changed. So you'll notice you'll get to see a head-up display of all the recent ones. You can see a very beautiful woman there. I don't know who that is, but some random I follow on Instagram. Yeah, so if you want to close the app, just swipe it up. Whereas before you used to hold the Twitter, or say we want to close Twitter, you'd hold that down for a couple of seconds and up they'd all come shaking, and you press the red dot and they'd disappear. But now it's just a matter of swiping up. And in terms of to get numerous ones out, just use your fingers. So that's a really nice touch, which become, whether it's easier, I don't know, but we'll soon find out. And obviously with apps comes with the apps running in the background, they have now introduced automatic app refresh, which is just where is it, general, here we go, background app refresh. Now as before, you'd go into, say you wanted to update your news, you'd quickly go into there and swipe it down from top to bottom, and that would refresh the app. Now what it does now is it refreshes for you. So say if you last went into the app an hour ago, you would then hop into the app once again and it would become instantly updated because it's been updating in the background. This is handy, but I think for battery use, I don't think it's really worth it. I think that the fact is you're going to be using far too much battery, with battery life already being an issue. I think I'm going to be switching this off after I've made this video. I just wanted to show you. Now obviously with the iOS there's optimization from apps, so I'll quickly go into that with Facebook. So you can see at the bottom you've got your newsfeed, your requests, your messages, your notifications and more. So that's really handy. No matter where you are on the app, you can just tap that and you can see your recent messages or whatnot. So that's cool. Nothing too great apart from there's a nice banner which sort of creates some sort of, makes you feel you're in depth with the app, and the same goes for Twitter. The Twitter one hasn't been as extensively overhauled as the Facebook, but they said in the coming weeks that to expect a big overhaul for that, so that could be exciting times for those Twitter users. Anyway, so that's pretty much covered the whole of it. I think in conclusion, I think the update is really, I think aesthetically it's brilliant. I think the movement between apps is just seamless. I think it's really sped up my phone. I think despite the only one downside so far is that of the automatic app refresh, where you're going to be draining so much battery. But oh well. Anyway guys, this has been a quick overview and / review of the Apple iOS 7 operating system. If you've downloaded it yourself, I'd love to hear your comments about it. And say if you're an Android user, I'd love to see how it lacks, how it compares, or how it betters that of the Android operating system. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video, and yeah, take care and bye.
Fucking smash that so hard.